Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in the Risoux Forest. Look quickly at the furniture. So we're on 6,100 in May. It will go up to about 6.5. I think we actually went to almost 7,000 last year. So hopefully it'll get about the same again. And it was July that was high, so we've got 2 more months. I'll leave you there for a minute, and we're going to go with... It's actually this one that I want first. We're going to go and do some mowing. And then when we've done the mowing and we've sort of finished with that field, before we do the fertilizer spreading and that, we'll clear those logs away and we will start... ploughing up that little bit up there just to extend that one out. It's not going to be extended out a huge amount just yet, but it will be extended a little bit. So let's leave that one behind and then go and get our mowers hooked up. Alrighty then. Got this one hitched on, and it's been a day or two since I did any recording. We are now on the newest update, which is 1.5, I think it is. So that's going to, obviously, it may affect some things. I haven't looked. I've had a very busy couple of weeks. I haven't done any recording for a couple of weeks. There was I just realized there was the flickering issue, and I was going to try and have a look at that, but I haven't done anything. But the flickering doesn't seem to be an issue until later in the year, so that shouldn't be a problem for us today. The one thing I was going to do is go to grass right there and have a look here. So it was meadow grass that went up through to the sawmill on the line up through there. And not this farmed grass right here, so that's probably not going to be any kind of a problem for us. Any problem? No, I think that we actually need to worry about in any way, shape or form. So what I will do is fire everything up and lower everything down right there, and then I will start mowing. We're going to mow... Wait. Has 1.5 changed my working speed? I really hope not. I'm going to be so annoyed if I don't have my proper 35 kilometers an hour. Is it 35? Potentially 35. Ah, there we go. Right. For one horrifying moment, I thought that I was going to be reduced to slow 32. I thought I was going to be reduced to slow speeds with our mowing, which I thought would never ever do. We don't want that. We will rush on round here. So, yes, I'm going to do cows on this map. I was talking about doing what animals we should do, and I think cows will fit what we want to do on here more than anything else. It also fit in with what I want to do on other series as well. Plus, it means I don't have to spend absolutely ages getting everything set up. I'm not going to need to, like, do a whole load of extra in order to get the crops to be feeding. Like, if we were doing pigs, we'd have to be spending quite a bit of time getting things ready for, like, getting the crops and being able to grow the food for the pigs and that. Whereas cows, we've got everything here already. Yes, we're going to want some straw, and ideally with this series, I don't want to be buying food in, so I don't want to buy straw in, so we won't be feeding TMR until we're able to actually grow our own, although that shouldn't be too much of a problem considering the amount of money that we can now make. So I don't foresee any real issues with that. So I'm just going to lift this one up and take it on up this way so that I can set the hired help going already. And I think the hired help will go across this way. I think that's kind of a hired help angle. I'm looking at the mini-map there. You've got to kind of like look at the mini-map and adjust according to that. And he's going to go that way and straighten up there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's... Actually, that angle is going to be perfect for us. So we'll let that one carry on there. And I'm going to just jump over onto here. Now, with the 1.5 update, I did a remap on the machine. And so, in theory... I did a remap so that I could have the stuff working, and it remapped, but no, I still don't have the side-to-side spinning, which is really annoying. Really, really annoying. I thought that I had that little issue cured. Apparently I don't, so I've still got to drop down to here, easy arm controls on, off, and go back, and now it works. Okay, so that is still broken. Not a lot that we can do about that, but I mean, it doesn't really matter all that much. We will deal with that. We do have a little bit of lag in places because we've got a new update on the game, and also I think the hired help was turning a corner over there or something. That also does tend to cause some lag sometimes. There's an issue apparently with contracts disappearing really fast. So you're not getting all of the proper contracts coming up. Now, I've heard a little bit about this, but I haven't heard loads about this. Just that there is an issue with the contract. So I thought, well, let's just take a look a minute. So you got these, we got a load of baling contracts there, and then supply and transport. I guess that kind of makes sense that we wouldn't have very many other contracts on this map, because I don't think there's any other crops planted in any of the fields. So that kind of makes sense. We're not going to be able to see very much in here. What are you doing? If you could go on over there, stay out of our way, that would be fantastic. I was wondering whether or not I should do a run up to the sawmill and back with our mower. I think I might. So this one does 38k when it's picking everything up, which is quite impressive, actually. I really like this case tractor that we've got. We're not going to keep it for very long. We will sell this one again, and we will buy another one. I'm going to be regularly changing out our tractors in this series, because I know that there's quite a lot of you that do actually like the idea of changing out tractors. Like with the hardcore series, you can't really do that very much, and also with the time-lapse, I can't be constantly changing my tractors. It kind of doesn't really fit with running a farm in a realistic fashion, but we don't need to worry about that quite so much in this series, which means that I am free to go and get myself some new tractors from time to time. So we will be getting new shiny toys to play with. For now, though, I'm quite happy to be whizzing along with this case on this forage wagon. This seems to be a rather nice combination. It does fit quite nicely together. And now you are in the way again, so go on out that way. There we go. I do wish you wouldn't do that pick up and drop down all the time. It really annoys me that it does that. It picks up, moves an inch, and then drops it down again. And there's no need for that. I'm sure the AI could be written to eliminate that. Like it just seems like a, I don't know, there's something wrong with it doing that, and I'm pretty sure it could be fixed. But anyway, never mind that. There's some sort of issue apparently with contracts. I think it's mostly harvest contracts are just not showing up properly or something. And so people are trying to do harvest contracts and they can't get them to work. And I'm not really sure why. Okay, let's back up a bit. I could probably have whizzed on through just then, but that's alright. We'll let him turn round and then we can start working on the land work on this bit. Once he's gone up through. I suppose we could go and cut a few trees while we wait. Except no, I won't do that now. We've already cut a load of trees. We do need to pick up some of those trees. That would be something that we could be doing. We're going to need to get a few more of them down to the sawmill. Possibly I should be thinking of buying a sell point for some of these logs. Like, I got quite a lot of them around. Now, since I did my last lot of recording, I've had my 2-week break from the game, from posting videos and everything. And so I've not heard feedback from the stuff I was asking about last time, which was, do you want me to be doing all of the trees using the tree harvester? Because there is quite a lot. Or do you want me to just, like, delete a whole load of trees using the lightsaber, and we would just go through and chop them all out like that? To be honest, whatever you think is going to work, I'm actually quite happy to do either option. If you think it'll make it more interesting for you to watch, I don't really mind which one. We've got lots of trees here that we can cut down, and I am quite happy to go and do that. We can do little bits at a time. We've got other things that we're building up. If I start sort of working on the cows, that was the other thing I did ask you, wasn't it? Was, do you want me to focus on the dairy cows and have milk, so we're selling milk? Or do you want me to focus on like raising beef cows and just buying in calves, raising them until we reach a set value of the animal, and then we can sell them again? I haven't done beef cattle before. I haven't actually done that as a thing, so I'm quite happy to go and do that. That could be an interesting new sort of aspect of gameplay that we've not explored before, and I am more than happy to go through and do that. Right, I'm going to just stop you right there a second, and we will switch over to this one here. Actually, we can leave that one there a second, and we'll go to this one. You can be unhitched there, because what we're going to end up with is we got to go another month, maybe 2 months, before we can do anything with this one anyway. Right, I've got a few stumps that are left there. I have got the grass here. I could do a run up through. I don't think we ended up getting very much. Sort of, I'm not entirely sure that it was worth it. I've got a load of trees left behind at the moment, but I could just quickly get rid of these tree stumps. Yeah, I was wondering whether or not we should have a sell point for some more of the logs, because, like, I am accumulating quite a few of them, and the sawmill just isn't running through the... Alright, it's not you I want to go to, it's you that I want to go to. The sawmill just isn't getting through the logs very quickly, and we've now got this massive, great big pile of them up here, along with the huge pile that we've got down at the sawmill currently, and, you know, the amount of logs are accumulating. We're getting a lot more of them, and this could end up causing problems for us. I'm going to start this lot up. I am going to do a run down through here, I think. We don't have access to this land. Yeah, see, we're right on the very edge of what we own here. So we're going to run up through. I'll leave the stumps off to the side. We won't worry about that for a minute. 32 kilometers an hour. It's not too bad. I'm not going to go in to beside the sawmills in there and do anything in there. I'm going to leave those alone. Like the bit over the other side, I don't think it's worth doing that now. That bit we're not going to bother farming. The truck that we've got right here, I'm going to leave that one right where it is, and I'm just going to go around it. I'm just going to mow right around that one. And we will come and get these stumps, I think, as we drive up through here to get the logging trailer in a bit, but we won't do that just yet. And I've got a whole load of logs over there that are going to be in the way of what I'm about to do up through this way. That's fine as well. I did put a lot of grass up through this way, so we've got quite a nice wide slice up at this end. And up here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn sharp in a corner like that, and I'm not going to bother about trying to go back over and do it all neat and tidy and perfect. It's literally just a quick run up and a run back, so that we've got this little bit of extra grass that we can put into our composting, our silage silo. And, you know, a bit of extra money for the winter. That's what we'll end up with, is when it comes time to sell, we'll have that extra money that we'll be able to get. And it will make a bit of a difference. It's not going to make a vast difference, but we still, I mean, we did end up with a reasonable amount last time we did this. I suppose I should really pick the mowers up coming up through this bit. I need to level this out a bit more. It's still a little bit rough just there. It needs to be a bit smoother, I think. Need an altogether better, smoother ride. But I've got to work on this road all the way up through anyway. So that's all of these things that I've got to do. They're all on my to-do list. So let's pick you up and pick you up as well. And then we'll go on up here. I will do a couple times round the little field up here, and I suppose I should go and turn off the truck, because I'll very quickly catch up with this one. Well, I don't know how quickly, but I will catch up with it. So we'll go in there and go on around this field. And yes, I definitely want to buy the area of woods around this little bit of field, mainly because I want to be able to expand the gardens and stuff on our houses and do some work on there, and it's going to make a big difference if I can buy up the land around this field. Also, it means that we will be able to cut just a little bit closer to the edge on here. Not that that really matters, because the bulk of the grass that we're going to be harvesting from this point on isn't going to be here, is it? It's going to be over in the down in the other field. We've already started cutting down there, and so we'll be getting a whole load of extra grass and that. Once I've got enough room there and I can start ploughing it up, that's where we'll be really making the difference. Over this way. There we go. And I'm just going to let the hired help take over in a second. Actually, not going up here because I want to do this piece up here. So go through there like that. And push forward and get that bit. And yes, there's a couple little bits of grass that are left behind, but I'm going to leave them. He says, dropping it down and getting at least one of the little bits. There we go. And right, I was going to say job done, but it's not job done. It's the first part of the job done. And then I can go over to here and press H. And we'll leave that one to go. Right, so you go there. This one, we'll just shut you off a second. And we'll go to you. Alright, I've got 86,000. Now, last time we couldn't get everything in, but I don't know if that was... I can't remember if that was also including field 17. I think it's 17. Yeah, field 17. That was also including the field 17 stuff. So I'm gonna take this and empty it out, and then we'll go back over and we'll start on the long run all the way up through. And then once we've done the long run all the way up through, we can go on over to the other fields. We've got 3 pallets right there of furniture. Once we sell the furniture, that's gonna make a huge difference to everything that we're doing. We are going to have a vast sum of money once we've sold that furniture. I'm not quite sure. Now, the basic rules that I've set for myself on this is that I need to do all the landscaping before I can set any more up. I've got the furniture factories for the sawmill. That's so we're consuming the timber from the sawmill. As all of the timber from the sawmill is being used up, I've got these buildings up here, and until I've properly decorated all of these buildings, I can't construct anymore. And I was also going to do... I have to do one residential to one industrial. So each time we do a residential residence, we need to then come over this way and set up an industrial one. We've got our actual factories that are going to go down through there. So that's like Furniture Alley, and we will be getting more furniture down through there. I'll quite possibly go for more furniture stores. Although, I say that, I'm not 100% sure. I might try something different. Instead of just spamming the same factory over and over, we'll see if we can do something different with some of the timber. There is a factory that we've got that can make pallets, and there's a few extras that have come out now where there's other things that we can make besides just the standards. I'm pretty sure there's paper. I actually think we may have access to the paper one in this one. Let me swing on around here, and am I going to pick everything up? I did. Nice. Alrighty then. We'll finish this run, we'll get all the way up to the top again, and then we're going to have a look at our other field. And while we possibly just wait for the mower to finish up a second, we can take a quick look at the possibilities that we've got for other factories. I think paper is one. If we can have some paper mills, that would be quite cool. Because, it's disappointed me a little bit that a paper mill isn't something that comes with the base game. But, paper mill, we've got furniture being made. Now, furniture out of the, the timber that we're getting from the forest, it seems like a cool and sustainable thing. However, and, turning it into paper pulp, it just doesn't seem quite as glamorous, does it? It doesn't seem quite as good. However, paper is still needed. Like, paper is used in vast quantities all over the world, and it would be quite good if we could do something towards that as well. So, like, we can have our sawmill providing material for both of them, both paper and the other one as well. Now, at the moment, I have the sawmills turning the wood chips. We're just selling the wood chips direct, so I'm not actually bothering with the wood chips. And then we've got the furniture is the bit that and then the timber for the furniture is being sent direct to the furniture factories. So we don't have to deal with anything that comes out of the sawmill. I'm wondering whether or not I should keep doing that. Let me go to you a minute, and I'll turn that one off because I don't actually want to do any more with that. We will fold this one up. I'll go and get the fertilizer spinner on, and we can set that one going on the other field. Got to drop the mowers off first, so we'll bring them down to our shed over here. I'm getting more lag over this. I think that's possibly because I haven't actually walked over this side and just, like, loaded it, because it's the new version of the game. So all we have to do is just go to a new location, and you just slowly spin round, and it loads everything up. So move on over here. Right, that'll probably do. And now, hopefully, we won't be getting the lag. We may... No, I'm still getting it. It might be because of the shop. Might be because of the items by the shop or something like that. I don't know. There's always reasons. It could also be because of the sheer number of lights and stuff that I've got scattered around this yard now that turn this into a... like a full-on stadium during the night. This one... Oops. Yeah, this one doesn't lower down, which is really weird that it does it. Makes you do it like that. Okay. Now I can run over this side and get the fertilizer spinner. So I'll put that one on. Like that. And then get this one on. Like that. And we've got 1,500 litres of fertilizer, but this one is a really cool fertilizer spinner, and it allows us to put on as much fertilizer as we want, pretty much any time we want to. So that's kind of the angle that you need to go at to have it going sideways across the map. Like on the one of the cardinal directions. That's the cardinal direction there, I think. We're pretty close to it. No field found. You're on the edge of the field. How can you say no field found? Okay, the cardinal direction is actually over a lot further than I thought. You know what? I'm not going to bother with doing it that way. I'm going to just turn the tractor that way and then set the hired help going there and let it figure its own way out. I'm sure it will cope. Sure it will cope admirably. Oh, the other thing. I said we would have a quick look, so let's do that before I actually forget. Well, first up, no, we don't even need to go into there. We go into this one, and you look at the prices of stuff that can be sold. So we scroll down through liquid, lime, herbicide, mineral, stones. So then we've got donuts, strawberry donuts, chocolate donuts, the glazed donut, and normal donuts. When you buy the selling station, that's when you start to get the prices. Empty pallet, bark mulch, I'm not sure what that's from, biomaterial, compost. Maple syrup comes from just the maple syrup mod. Beams, empty barrels, paper, cardboard, acetic acid. Okay, there's a lot of different stuff that we can get from timber. So let's have a look in here. See what these are. Decoration, production, factories. Right, so we want to go past the basic ones. So we've got spinnery there. Right, so we've got a biogas plant here. That's the standard stuff in animal feed, small factory. Let me find what I'm looking for. Well, there's the donut factory. So you got milk, sugar, flour, butter, eggs, chocolate, and strawberries. And you got 3 of them. So you got glazed ones, which just require, I think all of them require milk. I don't know if they all require sugar. I think they do all require sugar. Milk, sugar, flour, butter, eggs have to go in. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.